Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Eureka Springs channel. We're coming to you live from Eureka Springs, Arkansas. You're watching Eureka People Chat. And on this program, we have only one goal, and that is to reach out to our community and welcome and celebrate good people, good places, and good news. And in the midst of a COVID-19 pandemic, I have had the rare opportunity to speak with a lot of new business owners who have made the decision to start a business in Eureka Springs. And I'll tell you what, these guys, most all of them, have had the most terrific ideas, passionate about Eureka Springs and passionate about their craft. And I'm excited to bring another person today who is doing just that. And it's an unusual business, but I think you'll find it very interesting and very intriguing. So if you guys would help me welcome, I'm going to bring on Miss Jennifer Huffman. And she has a unique talent and art to share with you guys today. So please welcome Jennifer.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
Well, if it's not obvious to people already, your lovely outfit should be a big clue. I wonder if anyone's watching can take a wild guess what we're going to learn today. If you are watching, if you want to ask a question or make a comment, you can do that at any time and we'll get right to your question. So Jennifer, the name of your business is called The Tea Horse. And it's about Japanese tea making, the art of Japanese tea making. So if I don't already, I'm pretend I don't know anything because I really don't. But what are the benefits of Japanese tea?
So the benefits of just matcha in general help to just lower blood pressure, lower cholesterol, helps with inflammation, and also can help to fight cancer. And, just integrating it into your daily life, especially for me as a tea practitioner of 12 years, has been quite rewarding. So every time I practice tea, I get a sense of peace and tranquility. And I have integrated it into my daily life. So it's really been a change for me for, almost a decade now. And I'm hoping to bring that to others, for others to find their peace and tranquility, while practicing.
So the art of Japanese tea making, it sounds like it's a very methodical moment and beyond the actual benefits of the tea itself then. Right?
Yes. So practicing daily is similar to walking meditation. So you get that your body gets used to doing the movements without having to think about it. It becomes muscle memory, and you just go into this state of just tranquility and peace. And I mean, the overall idea of tea is to serve a good bowl of tea to your guests. So when you're in that tranquil moment, your guests also feel that. And as you're making that bowl of tea, you're putting your heart into it as you're also giving it to them.
So the big question I have, you're a beautiful American woman. How in the world did you get into this world of Japanese tea? What happened?
I was studying for my bachelor's degree at Florida International University in Miami, and I came across a class called Zen and Tea, and I took that class as an elective, and that was taught by Dr. Eric Messersmith in Miami, and he is a graduate of Midori Kai in Japan, and he had studied there for quite a long time. So I fell into it with that elective course, and I have been with it ever since. So
Wow, you really fell in love with the whole art of it, didn't you? Wow.
I did. I did.
And so, if you could, I mean, I guess, what is matcha, and what are the differences between them?
So on the market now, there's a lot of matcha that is going around. Most of it is food grade. So you want to be careful with what type of matcha you buy, because sometimes it can be bitter. So there are different types of matchas that you can look for. The school that I study with has their own type of matcha called a konomi. So they basically have put their stamp of approval on it, and they can range anywhere between a little sweeter to a little bitter in flavor. So there are different types of matcha.
Okay. Now, is there a specific time of day that this ritual is recommended? Is it any time you want, or what would you say?
It's really any time that you want. So you can have a bowl of matcha in the morning. It has natural caffeine in it, so it can really get your day started. Or, when guests come over, if you have some friends that stop by, you can serve them a bowl of tea. So it's really at any point in the day that you can have it.
So if I drop by your house to have a cup of tea, does that mean you need to run and put on your outfit right quick? Or can we just... It's a beautiful outfit, but I'm thinking it takes a while to get into that outfit, right?
It took me a lot of practice to get into kimono. I'm down to about 20 minutes to put it on.
Now, is that something that you try to teach as well in your classes, is about the attire?
Absolutely. So tea encompasses pretty much the entirety of Japanese culture, from, the textiles to the kimono to etiquette, along with seasonalities and flower arranging, as well as calligraphy that's behind me. So I try to teach all of the traditional values of Japan that were taught to me by the family that I studied with in Japan, which is the Urasenke family. So, yeah.
So you went over and immersed yourself into a lot of the culture there, did you? And
I did. I studied for a full year in Japan, in Kyoto, at the Urasenke Professional College of Chado, and I am a Midori Kai graduate. And out of 400 plus procedures that are known for the family, I've only learned about 15 during that year. So it was quite an intense experience, but quite rewarding as well. So.
Well, you've got someone watching that is in agreement with you. Or you are a fabulous teacher, Stacy. Thank you for making that comment.
Thank you,
we have a couple other. Let's see. Melanie Pierce is watching. Well, hey, Melanie. She says, I used to frequent a tea house when I lived. I'm sure she meant lived in Portland. So are there tea houses across the country then that offer this, that you can go in and participate with along the same lines of what you're doing? Okay.
Yes, so absolutely. Urasenke has branches, and they have 111 organizations worldwide. And there are several here in the United States. So there's one in New York. Of course, there's Miami, where my teacher is at. There's also one in Portland.
Okay.
And actually who I'm studying with now for the teacher's training. So
wonderful.
Yeah. Boston, Chicago.
So you could just drop in a tea house across the country then. Now, is that part of your goal eventually? Because I know that you are going to be doing classes, and I want you to fill people in on that. But is the ultimate goal maybe to have something like that here in Eureka Springs?
Yes, I would love to have an actual tea house.
Yes. So where can people learn from you right now? Fill everybody in on what you're doing in the next, the next year. What are your plans?
Okay. So the full launch of the Tea Horse will be in April of this year. And we're going to be doing Zoom discussions as well as OutSchool. OutSchool is an online learning platform that I'll be on. Those classes will entail just discussions of seasonality, different types of flowers, the calligraphy, history. So all of those will be also listed on my Facebook of the Tea Horse. So
great. I was going to show a few pictures here of, you may want to just explain to people if you, I believe here you are in action.
Yes. This was in Miami at Ichimura Gardens. That's a Japanese garden in Miami, Florida. And that was a winter tea gathering where we were having a demonstration. This is a friend of mine, and she was the head of the volunteers that day. So she had been working very hard. So I was serving a bowl of tea.
And just so everyone can see the full outfit for you, what you have on today. This is beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you. So what I was doing here is usucha, or thin tea. So it's a practice that we do quite frequently to practice basics. So those are all of the tea utensils in that photo. So you see the chowan, the chasen, chashaku. So those are some of the basic tea utensils we use.
But tell us a little bit about what's going on here.
This one is one of my favorites. So this is when I was actually in Japan for a tea gathering, and I was heating the charcoal. So, and this was during summertime. So it's very, very hot. Normal tea rooms don't have any air conditioning or anything. So sometimes it can get quite warm.
Definitely. Yeah. Another beautiful outfit. Love that. Love it.
Thank you. This was for the Fayetteville Botanical Garden in Fayetteville for their international festival this past year. So my students and I put on a small tea gathering at night called a yobanashi. And we took the photos of it, and we were able to post it to the Botanical Garden in Fayetteville. So we were also doing demonstrations there. And of course, another demonstration in Miami. Yeah. Of course, you can tell the difference in hair color since then. But this was for a teachers association who were focusing on Asian studies. So we were actually doing a tea demonstration for them.
I love it. I love it. So people are going to be able to go to a Zoom class, be able to sign up. Now, are you going to do that every month? What does your frequency look like for that?
I'm going to get those once and twice a month. So they will always go up on the Facebook of the Tea Horse under the event section. So they'll be listed.
Will you be teaching classes in person anywhere this coming year, do you think?
I think later on in the year, once COVID passes a little bit, I'll start to have classes in the traditional style of tea. So on tatami mats, or even if people are physically unable to sit on tatami mats, we can also do table styles. If you're interested in that as well, I can do that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like, I have horrible knees. I'm not sure I could get down there, get back up.
Table style for you.
Good. That was a good idea for us older girls. Our bones, we don't get up and down quite as easily as we used to. So I wanted to say a shout out to Christopher, who is watching. Joey Criddle is watching. Thank you for watching, Joey. And Stacy, of course, who gave a shout out to saying you were a fabulous teacher, and Melanie Pierce. Thank you all for watching today and learning from Miss Jennifer. And I have, I don't know if you've answered this question before. I'm trying to run all this, but where did the name, the Tea Horse, what is that about?
So explain. That is based on a Japanese proverb, and it is Hyoton kara koma ga deru. So it is an enlightened person who has a gourd, and he's able to open it, and a horse comes out, and he's able to go anywhere in the world. So that is my idea for the tea horse, is that to become an enlightened person and be able to share tea with everyone.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's your mantra. That's where you're headed. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
So, folks, go to Facebook and look up the Tea Horse, and look under the events. Keep your eyes peeled there for Miss Jennifer's classes that she'll be offering via Zoom. And if you are here in Eureka Springs and you're looking for something fun to do, if it's raining outside, this would be a great thing to get on with Jennifer and just do a class with you while you're here, kind of sitting by the fire and learn something together as a couple. I can see folks doing that. Do you ever go to, schools or to organizations to do any? I noticed you said you had done some. We saw one from the botanical gardens and stuff like that. Folks just get in touch with you there through your Facebook page to arrange for that. Is that something you want to do?
Yes. So eventually the Tea Horse will branch out to all of the neighboring schools and probably Fayetteville and Rogers, and see if they're willing to host a demonstration. And so
I love it. Love it. Joni Price Martin says, "Can't wait." Can't wait. They must be ready right now. You should get in touch with them and get them hooked into the Zoom right now. Doing all the hearts. I love it. I love it. Well, this is fabulous, and I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for our area, for someone like yourself to be bringing arts and culture to us locally. So I hope a lot of people will partake and support your effort. And if we can all help support you, maybe we can get that Tea Horse Tea Room open sooner than later. Right?
Thank you. I would appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. We enjoyed visiting with
you.
Thank you for joining us, Jennifer, and best of luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, guys, a wonderful young lady, a very positive attitude, and truly a wonderful cultural, very thoughtful activity to do, to sit and have a cup of Japanese tea. It just sounds relaxing every time I think about it. So I think I may join in on one of her Zoom classes soon and learn something myself. I can always use a few new tricks in my bag to learn how to relax. I'll tell you, COVID-19 has been stressful for so many people in Eureka Springs. So hopefully some of us can get on board and learn something new together. Maybe I'll see you there on the Zoom class. You never know. We appreciate you watching Eureka Springs channel. We appreciate your support. We have people who are supporting our channel, and we thank you very much for that. Your sponsorships help us keep this effort going and help us to continue to celebrate all of the goodness of Eureka Springs. That's what we're all about. If you'd like to be a guest on our show, you surely can be. All you have to do is get in contact with us and we will get you scheduled. If you have something new that you'd like to announce, if you have a sale at your store, or if you just have a really interesting story you'd like to share with people, get in touch with us. We'd like to talk to you. Again, thank you for watching us, and we will see you all again soon. And again, thanks again to our wonderful sponsors.